Welcome all. So today's topic is evil spirits feed on negativity. Yes, this is a very interesting topic for people who are looking for answers regarding that what is the thing that evil spirits survive on, and what is something that brings them more towards people who are weak, in their life, in their morals, in their total thought process and overall things. Okay, so we will be talking about this now in detail. So I would start by saying that, let me explain the difference first. Like, for example, how gods get feeding. God and goddesses and devtas and devas, how do they get feeding? What do they survive on? Okay, first we need to understand this. Okay, what is nourishment for them? So yagnas, when yagnas are performed, pujas are done, prayers are done, okay, then they get nourished. Now these are all positive things. Yeah, these are sacred things. These are pure things. Like, for example, mantras, puja samagris, and with what intention, like we call that, with what bhav, that is how much faith, and how much belief system you have, a strong belief system. So all these things come together. Once they come together, a energy is released. And what is that energy? That energy is a positive energy which directly affects the Devlok, and in return, Devtas and God and goddesses shower blessings on us. Okay, need to understand. So, in a layman's language, if we say that Devtas, they get their food through yagnas, pujas, and all these, pure and sacred rituals. Okay, and now let's come to the negative part of the story as well. Like, both, there are two sides of the coin, like we say. So devtas and rakshas, and devtas and, like, for example, we call about evil spirits. For that matter, we are not talking about rakshas gun, because rakshas are not all the time very bad. We are talking about evil spirits here. Okay, this was just one of the examples that I was quoting. So let's talk about, like we talk about, there are ghosts, there are evil spirits. So evil spirits, what do evil spirits survive on? They survive on negative things like alcohol, getting physical, all these intimacies, even small pleasures, going to discotheques, going to these kind of places where you can actually pollute a human mind. Okay, pollute a human mind. Cigarettes, all these bad activities and bad things, this is a feeding for them. When you fight in the house, when you have quarrels in the house, when you have misunderstandings in the house, where you have clashes in the house going on, okay, you're fighting, you're yelling, all of that, when you drink this alcohol, and you're fighting and having bad relationships, all of that, the negativity is the feeding of the devil. It is a feeding of these evil spirits. And this is the reason, they are always looking for a weak link in the family, a person who's weak enough. Okay, a person who's weak enough in the family. Through them, they enter the person's mind, they pollute the mind of that person. Okay, and they even make you meet the negative people. That means you will start losing the positive company that you had of your friends or your colleagues, and you will start having fights with them, and you will not like them, and you would start getting attracted to people who are negative, people who are like-minded, who are actually having drinks, having non-vegetarian food, who are into wrong activities, bad activities, all of these things that I mentioned, and you will become very good friends with them. Automatically things will click between all of you. Okay, and then once you people come very close and you become in very nice bond, and then suddenly you will start having fights with that person also, because ultimately the evil spirit needs the feeding, right? The evil spirit needs the feeding, it's food, and that is what? Fights, quarrels, egos clashing, not trusting each other, having distrust, like we say. All right, so then what happens? They get the feeding and they become more strong. The evil spirits, they become more strong. And then what happens? Even your family members, will start meeting negative people, bad people, cheaters, frauds, and all these kind of people who will misguide you. Even if you get a guru, for that matter, that guru will be a fake guru, or a fake spiritual guidance person, that you will always land up into troubles. Okay, so then what happens is that it gets food and becomes more stronger, and now he starts controlling your household things, society things, even the country that you're actually staying with, and the people majority starts keep on increasing, and that whole place, like we say, this whole colony or this whole area, people, I don't know what strange people are staying. Sometimes you talk to your friends and talk to your people, this colony, I feel this is so weird, the whole colony, and what kind of mind frame these people have. They're always fighting, yelling. Sometimes you do hear, right, that your neighbors are fighting, their neighbors are fighting, and everybody is yelling and everybody is fighting. There's a pattern. So this is how, in a majority, I'm saying, that evil spirits attack you very silently when you don't even get to know, and this is their feeding. So basically, if you fight, if you yell, if you have misunderstandings, all this is food for evil spirits. So somebody asked me that what is the feeding, and what is the food for evil spirits. So they don't eat food like humans, but their food is the negative energy which gets out of your system. It is a negativity that they thrive on. Okay, so remember this. So this is the reason, that's why we say that don't be jealous of somebody, don't have fights unnecessarily, don't have miscommunication, don't have egos. This is the reason we say, because when you have all these things and when you start going towards that path of negativity, you are inviting evil spirit to come and take control over you. Okay, so get away from all these negative things and be on the right path of being in the shelter of divine and positive energies. Okay, and leave your bad habits and leave your bad thought process, your bad intentions, and start having this positive outlook that yes, we will not go through these bad things, we will not be a part of a bad company, because ultimately you never know when you become the target of any evil spirit, and then life is going to become hell, trust me, and you will have a complete broken family as well. Okay, so that's about it in this topic. Next week I'll come up with another topic. Till then, goodbye.